Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to my match here in WWE 2K25. This one will be Rhea Ripley going one-on-one against Bianca Belair in what is an absolute beast of a match, I tell you. Both these ladies, I was about to say guys then, both these ladies would want to be higher up in the rankings. I mean, Rhea Ripley, both of them probably should be within the top 10. Well, they're actually pretty close, I just realised. Okay. So Rhea Ripley is currently in 17th. On +6 overall, +3 for the year. Bianca Belair is currently one position below her on +5 after 16 matches, -1 for the year. So this is a very important match. The winner of this one obviously will get themselves up a few positions. If Rhea wins, she will be pretty damn close to that top 10. And she is somebody who should be in and around that Women's Championship discussion. And I think our women's rankings are a little bit skewed still, in my opinion. I think there's still quite a few people that should be higher. We haven't done as many women's matches as we do men's, so I think that's probably what's affected the... We haven't had as much chance for the cream to rise as we have in some of the other divisions. It's the same with the tag and the women's tag as well, to be honest. I mean, the men's division, you can sort of tell the top of the rankings is starting to come to shape now, which is crazy me saying that after doing this for 4 years, isn't it? It should be getting to shape by now, shouldn't it, really? But the more matches we do, the better it's going to become. That's the plan. Right then, here we go. Bianca Belair, who's only had 16 matches ever for us so far. Which, I mean, we've been through the men's. Let's have a quick look at the women's then. So the most matches. So Charlotte Flair's had 37 matches. Becky Lynch, 34. Mercedes Moné, 33. Thunder Rosa, 30. Asuka, 26. Aja Kong, 25. Beth Phoenix, 25, Io Sky, 25, Toni Storm, 23, Ronda Rousey, 21, Jessica Havoc has had 20. Then 19, you got Rhea Ripley, Rosemary, Bayley, 18, Awesome Kong, 17, Syuri. It's amazing how many of the people that are pretty low ranked have had a lot of matches, including Syuri. We've obviously tried to help her a lot, and it just always seems to backfire. But let's get into this one. These are the two, I think the two highest rated women on the game. Rhea Ripley's rated at 96 and Bianca Belair's rated at 95. So both of them are very highly rated. And you can see why, because they're both very, very strong as well. As the two ladies now locking up, collar and elbow tie up. Ripley just pushing Bianca back into the corner. Referee has to come to break the pair up. And I must admit, I'm not really watching much of everything at the moment, so I don't really know what's happening with these ladies at the moment. I don't really know much at all, to be honest. Rhea's obviously just Rhea, just walk around dominating the place, I would imagine. I've literally got no idea. I'm so far behind. I literally watch WWE via Twitter at this point in time, so I get a very skewed version of what's going on half the time, so how realistic a lot of the stuff I hear is, I've actually got no idea, to be honest. And one of them isn't Bianca and part of the SummerSlam Women's Triple Threat, is that correct? Let's have a goosey gander. I'm sure I just saw the card a minute ago. SummerSlam. Let's have a goosey gander. I mean, for me, this is interesting. For you, it's not important because I'm recording this on the day... I'm recording this about an hour before SummerSlam Night 2 begins. So yeah, for me, this is interesting. For you, you've already seen it, so you know what's happened. It's amazing. You always see the stuff you don't want to see, and then when you actually want to find it, you can never find it. I need to do some more matches involving some of the women we don't use that often. So, for example, because I don't really watch WWE, people like Tiffany Stratton and that have sort of been left to one side by me because I've not really seen much of them. I just forget they exist. Which is why I'm trying to use a bit more ChatGPT to help with the booking at the moment, because ChatGPT obviously doesn't have my... what's the best way of putting it? No, okay, Rhea Ripley's in that triple threat. Yeah, ChatGPT doesn't have my preconceived or prejudice towards certain people or whatever anyway. Okay. So Rhea Ripley, Io, Sky and Naomi are in the women's triple threat match. Okay, that's fine. So I don't know what Bianca's actually currently up to, if anything. So feel free to let me know. Yeah, Lyra Valkyria is another one that I probably should utilize a bit more and probably haven't. I think there's probably Lyra Valkyria, Sol Ruka, Tiffany Stratton, Roxanne Perez. There's a few that I just haven't used. Roxanne will have a match this week, though. She will be part of a women's tag team. That's all I wanted to do, just try and get as many women used as possible. We're going to have a 4-way tag team match. So we've got Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne versus Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, because I want to use them as much as I can before they're removed from the game, essentially. Metaphor, Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, and the Green Regime, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. I do have a match planned in between Mercedes Moné and Bayley, which is one that was suggested by ChatGPT, which I could change potentially because... Oh, no, I'll keep that. You know what? We'll keep it. Why not? Let's treat ourselves. Let's not go too mad. As Rhea Ripley now looking for the Riptide. There it is, middle of the ring. Stacks up Bianca for the win. I've been talking bollocks the whole way through this, but it's still not enough yet. Okay. Bianca stalked now by Ripley once again. Ripley taking Bianca up on the shoulders. And, oh, lovely. That could be enough. That should be enough. It may be enough. It's not enough. It could be. No, okay. I thought she was going to go for the pin, but it was not to be the case. Ripley now round the back, dropping the body weight across the spine of Bianca Belair. And it is Ripley firmly dominating this match. And I feel like, well, we do actually have something planned out next week for Rhea Ripley as well. Like I said, next week will be a little bit different because we're not going to do a theme show. We're just going to have a bit of a free-for-all. And Ripley with another Riptide on Bianca. That is going to be enough for the 3 count. Big win. And Rhea Ripley gets herself a second singles victory of the year, which moves up to a +4 overall. A +4 for the year, +7 overall. And Bianca Belair with that loss is going to move down to a +4 overall, -2 for the year. So as I was saying, Rhea Ripley, the plan we have, as suggested by Omega, is because of what we saw last week at Evolution, if you watched it. We saw Megan Bayne defeat Rhea Ripley one-on-one, and then we saw Rhea Ripley go on to win the women's Powerhouse match at the pay-per-view, which included Megan Bayne as well. So what was suggested by Omega is that we do a best 2 out of 3 falls match next week to really help showcase these two ladies and sort of buffer rubber match between the two as well. And there was the Riptide by Rhea. It's enough to get the victory. It always is. She is an absolute brute of a woman. And she's absolutely victorious and is going to climb herself up the ranking system. Like I said, with that win, it's going to move it up to 15th. But 15th is currently also joint 14th, alongside Angelina Love, Maki Ito, and Jessica Havich, which, in fairness, I would say Rhea Ripley far exceeds those other 3 ladies. But maybe, I don't know, that's a fatal 4-way that could happen. I keep saying that. I need to do these. I need to look at the ranking system and put matches together based solely on where the points are and try and help, like I said before, the cream rise to the top. Anyway, that is the end of today's matches. Hope you've enjoyed. Of course, if you have, hit the like and subscribe with the good stuff. And I will see you again tomorrow when we will have 3 more matches for you. Yes, I'm doing 3 matches a day, and I don't know why, but it is what it is. Tomorrow, represented NXT, we have Trick Williams, Joe Hendry, and Santana. Not really, that's a, sort of like the NXT TNA sort of mix, isn't it, really? But we'll have good fun with that. Fatal 4-way elimination match to become the Hardcore Championship #1 contender. Cactus Jack, New Jack, Sandman, and Terry Funk. And then the last match of tomorrow, El Grande Americano 1-on-1 against Rey Mysterio. Right, good night, God bless. I'm Eddie saying goodbye.